Good afternoon, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Van Dweller, and yeah, it's time for more Mega Masters 2026. I got the hiccups right before this broadcast. I was like, I gotta eat my lunch, so I was like horking back this supermarket sushi nigiri thing going on, and so, and I developed the hiccups doing that. I've tried my one thing that I know of that has reliably gotten rid of the hiccups, and it didn't work. So we're just gonna fight our way through and enjoy the difficulty of another human being trying to do something and failing. So that is what we're gonna do, and hopefully it'll just go away. Hopefully it'll just go away. So what we're gonna do today, let me show you what that is gonna be. And where's my stupid thing? Oh, there it is. Oh. So that we've got 4 matches. We've got 4. Yeah, we need Dan V to edit out every hiccup in post. But we're first gonna do the mint bracket top 32. That's going to be Tugi versus Neko, though. Now that will determine who plays against Blue Scooty. Blue Scooty is already in to the top 16, as you can see on this top 16 graphic right here. And yeah, so this will determine who eventually plays Blue Scooty. That's not going to happen today. But that is what will that is the result of it. Okay, so then I know I just have to hit cough before you check up. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try. So then the next thing that we're gonna do is where is it? It's around here. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we're gonna do the pink and tawny brackets. It's gonna be, I don't know which one of these is first. Let me look. Which make sure I get it over. Yeah, it's gonna be Dog versus DMJ, and the winner, well, that will take on the winner of the Cobra and Iball match, which is the second match. So Dog DMJ, Cobra Iball, winner versus winner to get into the top 8, and let us show you the top 8. Right now, we've got 3 players in the top 8. Oh my God, these are the worst hiccups I've had in a long time. So I muted and then another one came. So yeah, these are the ones we've got. I think we're gonna fill in. This will be someone on the bottom. This will be the person to the right of Alex T. So the winner of this top 8, I think, eventually plays Alex T in the top 8. So it should be a big deal. Anyway, we've got, so yeah, Tugi, Neko, Dog, DMJ, Cobra, Iball, and that is the order of operations today. Let's take a look at our rules. This will be interesting. Excuse me. The rules say that this is a 64-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, experience, and statistics are modified. They can use any controllers as long as no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical, biological, turbo only. We will be using same piece sets. They will be re-rolled in between each game of the match, and a match consists of up to 5 games. The first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. And those matches will consist of games that start on level 18 with a level 39 super kill screen imposed and an uncapped score. And I do want to remind the players that if you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you to. So if you experience issues with like your computer or your CRT or your OBS or your internet or your camera falls off the wall or capture, whatever, just keep playing. This is going to be great. Just keep playing, okay? The winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $1,069. $1,069. Yeah, it's not buffering. This is hiccups. So we've got our ladder of incentives. Our ultimate goal is to beat our all-time record, of course. If we do that, that will be a $10,000 first prize, one of the biggest, Tetris tournaments of all time. But along the way to there, we can unlock some cool stuff. We've already unlocked the pay the top three in a third place match. We're looking to get to $2,000. That way we'll have a $1,000 first prize. We can pay the top four. Along the way, we can unlock the return of Tetris Deathmatch. And that means that Tetris Deathmatch will come back as a monthly stream until the next Mega Masters, or at least, if we continue as a tournament until then. We'll see. But yeah, you can unlock Tetris Deathmatch at 4,000. We can pay the top 16 if we beat our 2022 prize pool. We can unlock the Tap Masters tournament when we get to $10,000, right? We get to $10,000, we will do Tap Masters probably in July, maybe August, July, something like that. One of those. And then if we beat our last year's prize total, we will unlock the return of Monday Down as a monthly event until the next Mega Masters, and we can pay the top 32. So ambitious prize pool. I disagree, Summer B. We've already reached these goals before in the past, and I believe that we can do it again, right? So, we've had inflation, but we've also had, salaries rise, actually. And so that means dollars are worth less now than they were before. So we should be able to beat this easily. So, yeah, that is what we're trying to do. Maybe I'll add a couple more things along the way. We'll see. But maybe I will. All right. So anyway, we're at 1,069. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. I'll do it for you the first time. And yeah, click on the one that says Mega Masters. That'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner Matcherino. Top right hand corner of the screen, you'll see a button that says log in. Click on that to log in. You can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. And once you're in, look on the right side of the screen. There'll be a button that says contribute, and then from there you can contribute. Now my chest is starting to hurt. So, all right, let's get over to our gameplay scene, and we will get our players all locked in. Oh, I got to get that off of Tugi's board here. And all right, Neko. Running headless today. Yeah, we'll get all this sorted out for Neko. What is this? Seed 17. Yeah, so I'm really, really sorry about these hiccups. I can't do anything about it at the moment. I tried. There's one thing that I do that seems to fix them, but it didn't work this time, and that's just to slowly and continually sip water through a straw with just a very small amount of water, and just do that on a continual basis. But that didn't work this time. So I got all my tricks. All right, so that should be just about what we need. Yes, I've done that elemental. I've done that as well. Deep breaths, not holding, holding full lungs, holding empty lungs. I've done all the things. So trust me, I know all the tricks and none of them worked. But thank you. Okay, oh, I gotta adjust Neko's camera. We'll get the pieces there for the players. The pieces are in the chat. All right, everyone, you can tell me all your best hiccup remedies, but I'm looking for one that I haven't tried that you actually think works. I mean, that would be what I'm looking for. But things like, oh, hold your breath, breathe into a bag, sip water, like those have all been tried. I haven't had anyone try to scare me. So that could be the next thing to try. Hold your breath for an hour. Yeah. All right, let me try that. Repeat to yourself that hiccups are not real. Yeah, somebody puts a big prize pool donation. I promise not to have the hiccups. You did a death yell deep in your gut and it went away. Yeah, unfortunately, I live in an apartment building, and while that is something that our neighbors are doing all the time, it's not something I'm willing to do. Lay on your back on your bed, hang your head down over the bed, and drink water. I feel like I'll be drowning. Vandy, I got a cat. Should I name him Toothpick or Hamster or other? Yeah, Hamster's a little obvious. Toothpick is good, though. I think that's cute. You can call him Toothy, Picky. I like Toothy. Oh, other is on the table? You can literally call him other? Oh. I like Toothpick. That's a good one. Tyler Jr. the second? No. Go with your first one. Okay, y'all. The pieces have been put in the chat. I don't know if someone has pinned them, but let's look and see if someone has done that. And of course, no one has done. Didn't? Yeah. Pieces are in the. Oh wait, somebody did do that. Get Turbo for 15% off. 86 BC at 9B. All right. Looks like God, both players are ready. It is Tugi versus Neko. They are both on seed, and we are about to start this top 32 match between them. Let us get them started in 3. Oh, wrong thing. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I hit the seed button by accident. Sorry about that. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry. This must be more painful than usual to listen to. On the left side of your screen, it is seed number 16, Tugi, the player from Austria. He's got a PB of 2.27 million and is the 19th ranked Tetris player in the world. You can find the full rankings for Tetris players over at prizepools.com. Premier with an E at the end. Let's see if I can do it. PREMIEREPOLL, and it's poll with no E. So somehow Premier got the E, but poll doesn't. Anyway, there you go. Use the PP command to bring it up. Tugi, how do you know Tugi? Let me count the ways. Excuse me. Oh my God, this is a disaster. An unmitigated disaster, may I say. There is no mitigation. I've tried. Anyway, Tugi, you know as, well, a former DAS world record holder as far as score. You've seen him at tournaments around the world, including the regional that was in France just, I don't know, a few weeks ago. He was the runner-up in that one. You've also seen him at regionals in Germany, including the DAS World Championship, where he was a top 4 finisher twice. I've also seen him at some tournaments in America, like the Northeast Regional in Connecticut. I don't know why someone flies from Austria to Connecticut, but okay. Tugi is also a four-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. And this is his 4th appearance in Mega Masters. And in virtue of just qualifying into the round of 16, this is his best placement just qualifying. So he's already had his best run. Or qualifying into the top 32 is what I mean to say. So in virtue of that top 16 qualifier, Tugi did not have to play in the first 2 rounds. He gets an automatic buy into the round of 32. All of our top 16ers get to do that. And everybody else plays to see who gets to face them. On the right side, it is Neko, seed number 17 from Russia. He's got a PB of 6.24 million. He's ranked number 15 in the world. Neko is not only a very accomplished NES Tetris player, he's also a Tetrio player and has won multiple monthly tournaments through something called ETM, which is, I guess, sort of the Tetrio version of C. He's also the winner of the Classic Tetris Russia Championship in 2024. Excuse me. Neko is a two-time Mega Masters player, and was and finished in 4th place last year. So a top 4 finish from Neko. He played against Blue Scooty in the 3rd place match. So that, of course, would be Neko's best performance both in Mega Masters and our monthly Masters. Excuse me, 397 for Tugi, 354 for Neko. Tetris for Neko, 377. So the players are 1 line apart and about 24,000 apart. That's about a Tetris. All right, Cole with the lore. Yes, the lore. Tugi traveled to Connecticut Regional so he'd have an excuse to go to his sister's wedding. I mean, don't you travel to your sister's wedding to have an excuse to go to the regional? The other way around. It's like, yeah, sorry, sister, I can't come. Oh wait, there's a regional. All right, I guess I can go. 514 for Tugi, 439 for Neko. Drink water. Yeah, I've done the whole thing. It's just, it'll just go away, I guess, when it goes away. I hope. Elemental with the $1 with the 162 cheer. Elemental, thank you very much. Also, Cole, thank you for your tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. We had an on-screen celebration from Elemental, a couple of those a few minutes ago as well. Elemental says, what an amazing Hick tournament we have, Hick, to watch, and we have had Hick amazing matches to watch so far. So thank you for all the bits, Elemental, the last 15 minutes. Appreciate that. Pumpy Heart with a Prime sub. Elemental with a Prime sub as well. So thank you very much. You just want it to be ahead of Canine? That makes sense. Ay, ay, ay. I am so sorry, guys. $707 for Tugi, $575 for Neko. I'm trying my straw and water trick again. We'll see. It staved off the hiccups for like an extra 20 seconds or so. So we'll see if it worked. 803 for Tugi, 720. Oh, maybe it worked. I think it worked, guys. 803 for Tugi, 757 for Neko. Dude, it worked. That's been like the surefire thing for me to get rid of hiccups. Yeah, it totally worked. 896 Tugi, 820 for Neko. So yeah, you just take some liquid, whatever, in a straw. Like, you know, you put a straw in the liquid and drink it like one continual stream going down the esophagus. And then your body is smart. It's not going to let you like choke on that water. And it says, oh, we better stop this. So yeah, it totally worked. 966 for Tugi, 953 for Neko. You have to feed your internal fish. All right, we got double max outs. We are on 28. Neko gets a Tetris. Oh, I'm so relieved. I don't want to jinx it. I feel like it's going to come back. Neko is into 29 at about A60, and that is a top out for Neko at A65, and that means Tugi is good in game number 1. It amazes me like every time that works. Like, it's surefire. Okay. New pieces are here. Stephanie Darling on YouTube says Tugi. Okay, both players on seed. Yes, and they're ready. Game number 2. Tugi and Neko. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Summerbeast says, what's Tetrio? It is a block stacking game. It is a block stacking game. Oh, you got the link earlier. Got it. Okay, we are underway. Game number 2. I think these two have exactly one match against each other in like top level competition. And it was in 2024 back in Classic Tetris League. Like, yeah, 2 years ago, something like that. Of course, Tugi's really come on as a roller during that time. But Neko did win that one. Maybe they've met up in other things. But what's up, Dan V Pants? Dan, you have to edit out every single hiccup that I had to start the stream off. So good luck with that. 164 for Tugi, 161 for Neko, 2 lines apart. Danby says, I'm going to clip a soundbite and add more hiccups. Thank you. That sounds perfect. $209 for Tugi, $210 for Neko. $301 for Neko, $325 for Tugi. So Tugi ahead by about a Tetris's worth of points, but also a Tetris's worth of lions. There's one for Neko. There's another one. Tugi, 377 through 79. Pretty good. Neko not too far behind, like one Tetris behind. Oh boy, Tugi in trouble. That is going to be a top up. Tugi at 406. And just as it was happening, Neko gets a line clear. And Neko will tie it up at a game apiece. All right, players, I have dropped new pieces in the chat. 1CEBD8. We'll take a 60-second break after this game. So if you need to get up or anything, or stretch or jump around or whatever, you can do that. You can do that now, I guess, but it'll be a good time to do it after game 3. Okay, Ice BD8. Let's go, game 3. Tied at a game apiece. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, well, this is quite the seed to start us off here. Longbar is finally dropping. Neko gets one and another. You just choked PB? Oh no. Yeah, Puppy Heart says, what did PB do? There's got to be other ways to solve disputes. 115 here for Neko, 37, like Tetris, for example. Play Tetris. Yes, I had no more hiccups. I did my trick again and it worked. I remember when I discovered it. Like, I know what I was doing when I discovered it for some reason. Like, I was watching the Sherlock Holmes television series, the one with Jeremy Brett. I think that's his name. Which I love that show. And I was like, oh, I have the hiccups. And I was just sipping water slowly, and all of a sudden my hiccups went away. And I was like, well, I wonder if that's the reason. And then next time I had hiccups, I tried it again, and it worked. And then that's been my MO ever since. $159 for Tugi, $217 for Neko. $310 for Neko, $261 for Tugi. There's a Tetris Tugi, 306, 314. Neko gets a Tetris, 337. Tetris Neko 430, 375 Tugi. Tugi's got kind of a square tower there in column 4, 5, trying to build around that. Just jorking it down. There we go. Tetris for Tugi, 405, 455 for Neko. It's about a 92,000 point lead, something like that. And now a little more for Neko. Neko with an S tower there. Tugi is into 19 at 467. And Neko gonna kind of go for it here, really hoping for a J. There's the J. But ends up having to take a couple burns. Kind of an awkward 19 transition, but, you know, this is great power of the rolling play style where you can handle pieces up that high with, like, no problem. Neko with a waiting dirty Tetris and gets it. 605 for Neko. There's a Tetris for Tugi. Tugi still working one row or two rows off the bottom. Tetris Tugi. And another one. So the lines are tied, and it's about 108,000 point for Neko. Tetris is on 22, going to be worth 27,600. So it's about a 4 Tetris lead or so. The winner of this match will eventually play Blue Scooty in the round of 16. That's a tough part of getting one of these, like one, you know, of getting like, you know, 16, 17, 8, 9, 24, 25 seed. You always got to eventually get through the number 1 seed. You know, 32, 33, 64, 47, and 48 are the other ones. I mean, unless someone takes out the number 1 seed, you know, somebody will eventually go through them. 903 for Neko, 828 for Tugi. If someone beats the number 1 seed, then they are the new number 1 seed. Oh, yeah, 48 and 49, right. You're right. That's how it works in Champions League. If you beat the number 1 seed, you inherit their home advantage. What is the home advantage? A 57 for Neko, 936 for Tugi. Ice cream after the match? Oh, so if you beat Scooty, his family has to take you out for ice cream? That is how it should be. 965 for Tugi, B27 for Neko. There's Neko, B67. You're organizing ice cream with Blue Scooty's grandpa at CTWC. Well, that's very sweet. I like that. 1.2 for Neko. That's what the C means. We've got about 60 lines to go until the level 39 super kill screen. Tugi going to get the max out here into 34. And he gets another Tetris A78. And Neko really not letting up. C91 from him. Tetris for Tugi, B65. Tugi's finally found a rhythm after a slow start in the 18 phase. Another Tetris Tugi, C19. He's 120,000 points back. Neko not letting up. D94. Neko going to miss the T-spin, so that could be a little bit of an opening, but Tugi kind of running out of time, and that board, it's kind of a mess, and there was just not much he was going to be able to do so long as Neko kept playing. So that is going to be game number 3. It goes to Neko. Neko is up 2-1. And I'm going to run an ad real quick, guys, just 60 seconds. If you need a minute, it's a good time to take it. 60 seconds. Oh no, I just sneezed. Like, what if I re-trigger these hiccups? How many games did they get to set their seeds? Says Yeethead. Oh, I see. For the qualifiers? So the players play for, in this tournament, 90 minutes. On the monthlies, it's an hour. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4. Tugi's got to win. Try and force a decider. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So we did have a couple of contributions from Sergey, and I missed those earlier. So thank you, Sergey Scoville, for the 921 and 510. Sergey was trying to get round numbers, but kind of messed it up the first time, and now corrected it. And there you go. So thank you, Sergey. That gets us up to $1,015. It's a good time to remind you that this prize pool is, well, it's provided by you guys. And if you want to promote I mean, there's no sponsors. Nobody sponsors us. Nobody cares but you guys. And who knows if you guys even care. Oh, no, Tugi with the long bar there that does not rotate. And so now he's in fix-it mode. But use that Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. The second link, that is the one for Mega Masters. And yeah, Tugi was starting out pretty well until that whole thing happened. Okay, finally, he's going to open up that right side. Clean flat board. Long bar in Tetris. Tugi 69,000 for him and another Tetris 91. Neko is at 147 and 8 lines back. The Vits for Tugi. So yeah, please do consider contributing to the prize pool. We have some incentives along the way that are at stake, like how many players we actually pay in this tournament, and the return of some, I don't know, some fan favorite programming that you guys have been clamoring for, including Tetris Deathmatch and Tap Masters and Monday Night Chasedown. All of these can be earned if we hit our goals for the prize pool. So it's really extortion in a way. That's how we do things here at CTM. $231, now $254 for Tugi, $287 for Neko. Still about a 8 or 9 line lead, something like that for Neko. By the way, qualifiers are open for June tournaments. There is a Das Masters tournament, and there is a Stupid Tetris monthly secret grade tournament. So if you are interested in those, go to go.ctm.gg for the details and how to qualify and all that kind of stuff. And visit the Discord server if you have questions or just want to learn more about NES Tetris or join a vibrant community. Tetris for Tugi, 351. 426 for Neko. Tetris for Neko. They're 2 lines apart. Neko like 120,000 points apart when I started that sentence. Tetris Tugi 422. Oh, the 5 below for Neko on the left side. 565 through 114. So he is angling for a 600K transition. Tugi into 19 at 516. There's a Tetris Tugi 540. So yeah, Neko with a 600K plus transition into 19 now. Tugi into 21. Neko Tetris into level 20. This is top 32 indeed, Trebus. Seems like these should all be top 8s. But top 32 is packed. Tetris Neko 769. 662 for Tugi. The Vits for Neko. Long bar in, Tetris Tugi 719. Tugi's got to win this one to continue on. 836 here for Neko 779. Tugi still about 8 lines apart. Really just ever since Tugi got in that early dig, it's been about an 8-line difference, and it's pretty much stayed that way. Tetris Neko 959. Tetris Tugi 907, 12 lines back. There's a Tetris 939. So Tugi's really kept pace and really exceeded pace kind of ever since that 18 slowdown. Like very early. Like every phase of the game critical. So Neko has a max out and more. Tugi has a max out. Tetris Neko B08 A20 for Tugi. Tugi into 29. A58, good safe board. Maybe a little medium height here. Has some burns. He's taking the burns. Long bar. Oh, the long bar hangs. Column 9. Tetris for Tugi. And he's in a scramble. Gets one over to recover and get a Tetris B03. So Tugi now in down stacking mode. Still relatively low-ish here on 29. And trying to keep it that way, but the board kind of creeping upward for Tugi. Now it's starting to come down. Neko here, B72. Tugi is 50,000 points back. And this is so tough for Tugi. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's going to hang that piece. And that is going to be a top out for Tugi at B30, and that means that Neko will get into the round of 16. And GG's Tugi, really good performance. It's a tough draw in the round of 32, but like it seems like everybody's a tough draw in the round of 32. So GG's to you, Tugi. Are you going to be, is Tugi going to, I think Tugi's going CTWC, right? All right, well, I want to see Tugi top 8 minimum. Of course, I want everybody to be in the top 8 minimum, but I don't know. I find Tugi very entertaining. All right, so Neko going to try and mulling this out for a rollover. I finished. I don't know if Tugi does here. I finished The Good Place, by the way. That was so good. I have a few beefs with it, but it was really good. All right, Neko gets a 1.7 million and clinches his way into the round of 16. So Neko will be taking on Blue Scooty, not today, but some other time in the future. So we'll try and go ahead and get that scheduled for you. But yeah, let's show you what the bracket looks like just so you can sort of see where everything stands. And let's see. Da-da-da. So yeah, Blue Scooty and Neko will be a thing in that top 16. So each one of these little blocks converges down to a top 8er. So either Blue Scooty or Neko will be in the top 8. Dangler is already through. Alex T's already through. Cole is already through. Dan V. What is Dan V waiting on? Dan V is waiting on... What are you waiting on? Oh, Meme versus Violet. Right. Are you guys going to play all that all at once? Um, 24 hours, it's on the calendar. It is. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. That'll be great. Meme, Violet, Dan V. However that lands, that'll be a banger. So looking forward to that one. All right. Well, we've got a couple minutes officially until the next one starts. It is going to be Dog versus DMJ, Iball versus Cobra. I'm going to run some ads while I get all that set up, and we'll see where players are available, not whatever. Usually, you know, people are ready to go like 12 minutes after the hour approximately, but maybe we can get it started a couple minutes before that. So let me go ahead and set that all up and make you guys... Oh, it won't let me show you ads. Well, YouTube can watch ads, but it won't. Twitch won't let me run ads. So you're just going to have to, you know, hang out, watch me muss all this up. So let's see. Goodbye to number 16. And we're going to say, what is dog number 6, right? And goodbye 17. And then DMJ. Is DMJ number... What did I know? That's Cobra. 27? Yeah, 27. So that is a thing. You'll have live jank. Well, while we're here, I do want to make a plug for the prize pool. So a lot of cool things we can unlock by meeting our intermediate goals along the way. $2,000 is the next target. Well, that will mean there'll be top 4 and first prize will be $1,000 minimum. We can unlock the return of Tetris Deathmatch, the return of Tap Masters, the return of Monday Night Chasedown. Those are some big things. If you have ideas for other things you want me to add, then, I can add some things. Love that DMJ picture. Yeah, it's weird. There is a more up-to-date picture, and I didn't realize it. And DMJ plays so seldom that I didn't think to update the picture. But he's got a haircut picture, but I just don't. If he gets through the top 8, here a little. I mean, I have the updated picture in the top 8, but I didn't have time to update the other thing. But if he gets in the top 8, he will have his normal picture, or his haircut picture. Yeah, if he gets through just a little, he will have his haircut mustache picture. But but I don't, we'll see. Hopefully, you got to earn it. You got to earn that haircut, buddy. I'm spoiling. There's no spoiler. There's no spoiler. I got everybody there. They're all there. It could be any one of them. We are prepared for any one of them. Could be that guy. Could be that guy. Could be that guy. Could be that guy. There's no spoilers. Could be any of those guys. What are Tap Masters, Chase Down, and Deathmatch? Well, Tap Masters is, we did it last year one time. It was a hyper tapping tournament. Hyper tapping was sort of the play style that came after and revolutionized, came after the default way of pressing and holding. And it was like hyper tapping, jitter clicking, whatever you want to call it. And that was the play style that was used by the winners of 2018, 2019, and 2020 CTWC. And but there's a lot of nostalgia. Now all the top players don't do that anymore. They do something called rolling. But there's a lot of nostalgia for that, and there's still players out there who are really good at hyper tapping. So it's really just a play style restricted tournament for hyper tappers. Tetris Deathmatch is just a show up and play kind of pickup game Tetris stream. It was the original kind of open queue, challenge other people in chat to play Tetris. And I started that back in 2018, back in March. And it was like the original one of that. In 2018, there was nothing. There was like CTM, individual streamers, and then Tetris Deathmatch. And that was all there was. There was no other, there was CTWC, but there was no other online kind of scene at all. So we ran that for a few years with a different host, and I will bring it back if we get to 4,000, which I'm pretty sure we will. I want to bring it back anyway, so. And then Monday Night Chasedown is a game where it's a stream where we get like 6 or 8 people on the stream at a time, and everybody tries to go for their new personal best score, right? So we try to watch people as they try to improve their personal best. So that's what those are, and that was a very popular thing. That is a format that has since been duplicated, but never equaled. Wow, Beta Strep with the raid. Thank you, Beta Strep. Long time no see. Party of 7. Appreciate that. All right, let me check on, see if our players are ready. We got DMJ going. I think both of our players are live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a 2-minute ad. I'll get these players all lined up and on stencil and all that. And then we will be back and begin, okay? Sound good? 2 minutes. Looks like we had a contribution from Amy. I'm going to thank you now, but I will acknowledge it during the early part of 18. But thank you, Amy. Really appreciate that. But I will acknowledge it during the non-ad, non-jank portion of the broadcast. There's a non-jank portion of the broadcast? What are you saying? Oh my God, Summer B, I thought we were pals. I thought we were pals. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, we're going to have a big dog and a medium DMJ. I think we're on stencil. And let me make sure that I refresh both of these players to make that the starts are simultaneous. And we don't want any stream delay or anything like that. All right, so we have nice refresh streams, so we should have good simultaneous starts. All right, players, it is time to give you some Tetris pieces. Those have big, giant faces. I don't know, SV. I do not know. All right, players, it is just about time. So let's start wrapping up our warm-ups. Pieces are in the chat. Have they been posted? Yes. 709FE7. While the players are getting their seeds in, I do want to remind some people of some things. What is at stake here? What is at stake? Well, is a spot in the top 8. They're going to go right over there, right next to Alex T. So we will be doing these 3 matches. And they are down, all the way down here. It's going to be Dog playing Tetris versus DMJ, Cobra versus Iball, winner versus winner for a top 8 spot right there next to Alex T. So that is going to be a banger top 8 match no matter what. And then just want to remind y'all that we do have a prize pool and you can contribute. Use the Match Reno command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. Help us reach our goals, unlock some pretty cool things on the channel along the way. Use Match Reno command. Click on the one that says Mega Masters. If you're watching on YouTube, you can go in the description. Link should be in there as well. So let us bring our players over and look at them and regard them. All right, TMJ got up for a moment. That's fine. What is, I'm trying to parse what's going on. Oh, that's like a game controller blanket? Is that what that is? Or a pillow. That is a pillow. Oh, I see. And that's the top of the back of the pillow. Got it. It's like, what is that white line right there? Looked like a rip in space-time. But I get it now. We did. We used to have a view of the gorgeous guitars and drum sets. Alas. All right, the pieces are 709FE7. Thank you for the pin, Javan T, and all the other pinners. Appreciate you. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Both players are on seed, and let us get them started. Dog versus DMJ Mega Masters 2026 in the pink bracket, top 32. The winner goes to the top 16 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is the reigning Mega Masters champion, Dog playing Tetris. He was the winner of last year's edition of this tournament. Overall, he's a 13-time CTM winner, including his Mega Masters win, including his win at our Lone Star event in 2023. Was it 2023? And including all his wins in our monthly tournament. He was the winner of the Masters event last month and is the all-time winningest player in CTM history with 13 overall victories. He was tied last month with Scooty, who really went on a tear, ripping off 6 victories in a row. But Dog was able to get one last month. Of course, Scooty wasn't playing last month, and now they're both playing again. So we'll see what happens. It's been a battle between these two. Dog came in at seed number 6, and he averaged 1.70 million for his best 3 games played in 90 minutes in the qualifiers. He's from the USA, first player ever to roll over the level counter in the competition cartridge version of Tetris. We call that Tetris Gym, GYM, not like some guy named Jim. Dog's also a 2-time winner of CTWC's Gold Bracket Championship. He's also a 2-time winner of our Das Masters tournament as well. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Got a PB of 29.4 million, which at the time he got it was the world record. On the right side, it is DMJ seed number 27. DMJ qualified in with a 1.34 million average. He's got a PB of 2.97 million. That is 33rd, or would be 33rd on the list if it were on the spreadsheet. It's not, but it would be there. It would be at least last when I made this graphic anyway. You know DMJ from his multiple appearances in the Classic Tetris World Championship. 5 appearances overall in that. He was a top 8 player in 2024. Top 16 in 2022. He also played the last 2 years at the Jonas Cup. This is DMJ's 3rd appearance in Mega Masters. He made it to round 2, which was the round of 16 back in 2022. You know, back in 2022, the regular monthly tournament was a 16-player tournament, so we thought we were doing something really special by making it 32 players. We're like, whoa, guys, it's 32 players. Can you imagine? And now we do that every single month. But you've also seen DMJ at various regionals throughout the U.S., including Waco, Kansas City, our Lone Star event back in 2022, Milwaukee, Phoenix, and Detroit, and Columbus, where he's got several high finishes, including runner-up in Phoenix last year. 369 here for DMJ, 435 for Dog playing Tetris. DMJ also a future circuit winner all the way back in December of 2021. DMJ's first appearance in the Masters event was back in June of 2022. Again, back when it was a 16-player event. And who was his opponent? It was Dog playing Tetris. This is DMJ's, by the way, first appearance in a CTM event since our Mega Dasters tournament back in October. And he hasn't played in an open playstyle CTM event since August of 2024. DMJ, the first one into 19 at 541, 599 for Dog. So yeah, 600K transition for Dog. Long bar in Tetris Rim 648. Level 19, that speed increases by 50%. And the value of all the line clears goes up, including for Tetris's. And those will go up 1,200 points every level increase. Right now on level 20, they are worth 25,200. SV, as far as I can say, was not CTM, and according to Wikipedia, it doesn't say CTL, but so maybe some other event, not sure. 691 for Dog, 658 for DMJ. All right, those of you watching in live, should I incorporate ELO into their stats? All right, so you got a stat line down at the bottom. What one stat would you like me to add? You want like some sort of fair median, this or that? Do you want ELO or ELO ranking, or what do you want? I'm willing to bring in other stats. 819 for Dog, 805 for DMJ. False Minute says FMS. Now I would have to explain FMS to, pretty much every time. But, that's all right. I would have to explain ELO every time. But that's okay. I'm willing to do it. 900 here for DMJ, 884 now, 915 for Dog. And they're just one line apart and 15,000 points apart, so less than a Tetris. FMS is to Inside Baseball. Well, yeah, but baseball, all their advanced metrics, just to piggyback of your analogy, they've started to become more mainstream, like wins above replacement and, OPS, defensive runs saved, and like, so all these kind of more advanced or stats, these sabermetric stats, have become more mainstream. So the only way people are going to understand them is if you bring them up. So players here on level 28, speed is about to double when we hit 230 lines in level 29. DMJ with the score lead right now. Longbar into 29, B42 for DMJ. All right, DMJ keeping it low. Dog is in at B61. DMJ's board complicates a little bit, but that Tetris down below is going to help him maybe get this down and see if he can get any other points here. DMJ while he scrambles. No, that's a top out at C20. Chase down target for Dog is C21. That is a 1.22 million. And there it is. Dog going to get a Tetris and take game number 1. What I was thinking, this is going to take a lot of work on my part, but I was thinking of putting, so you see the little black box where their stats are, or that, just the little preliminary stats or whatever. I was thinking of having a second one of those and then have those rotate through like a slideshow. It'd be a lot of extra work. But, we got to educate the people. All right, new pieces for the players. But yeah, it would be like on a slideshow, and it would rotate every minute. It would add a lot of work though, because I'd have to go manually track all those down. Although maybe Jay Plays Tetris could help me find a way to automatically import them, or somebody. Yeah, but big shout out to Jay, by the way. Jay introduced some connections to other spreadsheets that made a lot of my stat gathering so much faster. So thanks again to Jay. I really can't thank him enough. All right, 00A92A. Both players are ready. Game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I mean, the most time-consuming part is really just gathering all the stats. And once I gather them, I can, it's easy to paste them in, but it will take a lot of extra work to do that. Oh, maybe I should make that a prize pool incentive. Maybe I should make that a channel support incentive. Instead of, prize pool, let's support the channel incentive. Could do that. Usually Mega Masters month is our biggest, not only our biggest prize pool, but it's also our biggest month for fundraising for the channel. Really kind of makes or breaks the year. So if you do want to support the channel and you want another year of CTM, consider supporting the channel as well. How many people have scored in the 8 digits? Oh, I don't know, like 5 or 6. I don't know, 6, 7, somewhere in there. Yeah, 6, 7, something like that. Looks like 7. 7 people. Oh, 8 digits? Oh, 7. Yeah. Yeah, 8. Yeah, like 7 people. $160 for dog, $141 for DMJ. Fizzy Cola Bottles just subbed on Twitch. Thank you, Fizzy Cola Bottles. Prime sub. Appreciate that. Ogre with the $20 contribution into the prize pool says, go Andy. Oh, yeah, by the way, I also wanted to thank Amy. I never thanked Amy. Amy T, thank you for your $35 contribution into the prize pool. I got a little distracted, as I do. Amy with the $35 contribution said, Vandy Hiccup Champion 2026. Oh, thank you. And thank you, Ogre. That gets us up to 1070. 240 for Doug, 241 for DMJ. You can do that, Summer B. If you log into your account and go up to like your profile, I didn't realize that was you. And you go to your profile, you can change the display name of your profile. Like if you look up at the top right hand corner, mine says monthly Tetris. It's got a little down arrow. I click the down arrow, I hit profile, and then it shows my name with a bunch of numbers after it. And then there's a little pen icon. If you click on that, you can change your display name. You can't? You can't do that? I mean, I change mine all the time, and then I just send funny messages to CTWC. That's what I do. I change my display name and my profile picture, and then I send stupid messages over at CTWC. That's how I have fun during CTWC. I just make fun of Kingsman or something. 406 for Dog, 404 for DMJ. So wait, you really can't? Your default login methods are still banned? Oh, got you. Yeah, let me check in on that. But you can you should be able to change that to anything, to you know, whatever you want, really. Carnation breakfast. 455 for Dog, 495 for DMJ. Oh, thanks, King. What's up, King? 500 for Dog, 518 for DMJ. This is game number 2. DMJ with a score lead right now, but it is pretty close. It's like if their lines were tied and you give Dog a Tetris there, yeah, see, it's really just less than a Tetris difference. $636 transition into 19 for DMJ. And a 621 for Dog. So DMJ with the advantage heading into 19. Tetris for him, 678. Another Tetris dog, 629. So DMJ at this moment, real-time lead over 100,000 points, but ahead by 6 lines. So there's a long bar in Tetris DMJ. There's one dog, 663. Oh, I appreciate Kingsman. I appreciate Kingsman more than anybody, really. I don't mean I appreciate him more than anyone else appreciates him. I mean, Kingsman is like, I mean, I appreciate Kingsman more than I appreciate anyone else. Well, there's like 10 or 12 other people, maybe more than Kingsman, but you know, he's right up there. 895 for DMJ, 814 for Dog. I mean, I invented Kingsman. Yeah, Kingsman definitely top 1,000 for sure. 906 for Doug. A01 for DMJ on 26. So DMJ with the max out gets another Tetris A35. Tetris for Dog, 969 on 26. There's a Tetris Dog A36. DMJ Tetris B37. All right, level 28. DMJ is in at 1.2 plus, like a C15 or so. DMJ trying to bring this down, bring some order to this board, start maybe scoring here. Some Tetrises on 29, but still in cleanup mode. Dog is in B62. DMJ ahead like 10 lines right now. Oh, DMJ going for it, but yeah, he had an out and he took it. Needs to get a bar over to that left side, or at least to chop this down. Well, doesn't have to use a bar, I guess. All right, DMJ bringing this down. Dog's left side is a bit of a snarl, and he's kind of like all in now. And that is a top out for Dog at C49, and DMJ is good in game number 2. So we are tied at a game apiece. All right, new pieces for the players. (68 AD 69, 68 AD 69. Players, I'm going to run a one. If Twitch lets me, I'm going to run a 1-minute ad after game 3, if it lets me. Okay, as soon as both players are ready, we can begin game number 3. Okay, they are both ready. It is game number 3 time. Dog and DMJ not in. Game apiece. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, Dog here. Starts out first. At 11 pushdown points for DMJ. I like seeing pushdown points. DMJ might have been using DAS to start off those first few pieces. So after this match, it's going to be Cobra versus Iball. And then the winner of this will take on the winner of that. And we will add someone to our top 8. We did have another bracket that was scheduled for earlier today. It did have to get canceled just due to, I think, 1 or 2 of the players falling ill. So we wish all those players best of luck and thank them for the others for their schedule flexibility. But yeah, by the end of today, we were supposed to have 5 of our top 8 determined, but I almost like this better. Like spreading it out a little bit is good. So you got to build, prize pool and all that. So spread it out a bit. We speed run this thing, it's like maybe not the best. Tetris for Dog 164, 67,000 for DMJ. Dog with a bunch of long bars over to the left side. I always think of that like 5-tap insurance. Like, so long as you get that big pile over there on the left, you don't have to worry about your 5 taps. I have no idea if that's how players think about it, but I do think they like having that left side really well built out. Of course, players don't need 5-tap insurance on level 18. But $278 for Dog, $166 for DMJ. All right, Dog having to take a triple. It's like the walk of shame in Tetris, having to take a triple. People do not want to take a triple if they can help it. Oh, little adjust there for the T and the L piece for Dog. Results in the 1 burn. Summer B says, taking a triple is way better than taking singles or doubles. Well, I mean, you definitely get more points per line with a triple, but the idea is like, well, if you're taking a triple, then you're pretty much like 1 away from getting a Tetris. And you just kind of wasted 3 lines that, could have been used in a Tetris. Whereas if you burn 1 single away, while it's fewer points per line, it's only 1 line that you've sort of wasted, right? Because Tetrises are worth so much more, per line than the other ones. You really just want to avoid triples like that. Now, if you have to take Like if you know, oh, I'm gonna have to burn 3 lines there, and like no matter what, and then you have the option to take a triple. Yeah, triple's good. $4.99 for Dog, $3.84 now, $4.07 for DMJ. Yeah, I was all prepared for 7-8 hour stream, something like that today. First bracket got canceled, so we went to Costco and HEB. What a day. Costco, amazing. HEB, Hotel Echo Bravo. That's the grocery store chain in Texas. Oh, Dog in trouble here on 19. But he's going to recover here. This is crazy board. He's like all of a sudden. So he's going to fix this, but that looked very scary for Dog. 589 for him. DMJ is clean. So this cleanup here for Dog might allow DMJ to sort of get back close to Dog. And Dog with another little misdrop here. Vandy's the only guy that likes going to Costco with his girlfriend. Am I? I love Costco. You kidding? I didn't even get a chicken bake. I wanted it so bad. 609 for Dog, 619 for DMJ. So yeah, that sequence allowed DMJ to sort of get this a bit tighter. But DMJ now having to clean up. Dog's still kind of in cleanup mode though. Sharky loves Costco as well. Yeah, so what are you saying? What are you saying there? Was that Jungle Cook? Probably. Yeah, Jungle Cook. It's very Jungle Cook comment. 637 DMJ. Doug, still kind of in the lead though. And Tetris for Dog, 694. DMJ in a down stack here. I think he kind of missed with that J piece, but he's trying to recover. He's got that left built out. All right, DMJ bringing this down. All right, DMJ still kind of on the down stack here. This has allowed Dog to get out to about 150,000 point lead. So kind of a costly sequence for DMJ. Tetris for Dog, 882, 754 DMJ. Vance like Sam's Club more. I guess so. But for me, it's like just going to a giant Walmart. And it's like you may as well just, I don't know, just go to Walmart, I guess. I don't know. Costco seems to have like unique products. Well, they're not that unique. I mean, you can get toilet paper anywhere, I guess. Okay, Dog into 29, AO7 now into 30, DMJ 816. It's almost 100,000 point lead for Dog. What's up, Chen? So Dog 190,000 points ahead. Neither player really looking too comfortable during the 19 phase. Maybe odd RNG, that could be part of it. All right, Dog here waiting. Oh, that left side. Oh, this is a problem for Dog. And that is a top out for both of them at the same time. So they really topped out kind of to the same sequence, but Dog was ahead when it happened. So Dog will go up 2-1. All right, players, I am going to run a 60-second ad. I will give you the pieces if you want them. Rat Dilemma with first-time chat says, I think I'd like Costco a little more if people weren't bringing their entire bloodline to shop. I mean, that's definitely true, but that's true everywhere. Like, people are just bringing just gaggles of people to Costco. Like, now I get it. Maybe it's hard. Oh, I can't find a babysitter to go to Costco. But then again, you've got like 2 adults. So if you got like 2 adults, like one of them could stay home and mind the kids, right? And the other one could just go and bring maybe one of the kids or something if it's, you know, a lot of kids. But it's like, why do you need to bring everybody you know to Costco? Like, just everybody. You enjoy bringing your kids. You enjoy them. Well, all right. Well, that's part of it. I guess if you enjoy it, if they're well behaved. But I got to admit, like, a lot of times they're just like, they're just wandering around. They have a lot of discipline as far as like staying, you know, near the cart, not blocking other people's, you know, right of way. Like, you know, if they're just unruly, undisciplined, just kind of making problems for everybody else. That doesn't seem good. And that's what there are a lot of folks doing that. They get crazy when they see samples, but they're generally well behaved. All right, good. Single file. They should be in single file, or at least 2 by 2, taking up only half the way. That's what should be happening. I don't mind the kids. Like you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna go out in public. Anytime I see a kid, I'm gonna go, ah. I mean, that's what going out in public is. People have kids. People don't have kids. You know, that kind of thing. You can't do that. So you got to have some, tolerance for kids if you go out in public. That's just like, if you can't do that, then you've just got to reorient yourself. Okay, looks like both players are ready. 4-1 AF 7F. Thanks for letting me run the ad, guys. Both players ready. It is game at number 4. Dog looking to wrap it up right now. DMJ trying to force a deciding game number 5. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's like when people are like, oh, I can't believe there's a crying baby on a plane. Well, you're on a plane. And people do fly with children and babies cry, and you just have to, that's part of it. You can say, well, babies should never cry. I mean, that's what they do. Doesn't mean you have to like it, but you can't get tilted by it. Teach your baby not to cry. Yeah, just teach them not to cry. But like that's what going out in public is, you know, that's part of the deal. DJ Mr. Barrow says, babies are such babies. Grow up, babies. Yeah, really. $30 into the prize pool from Gil. Gil from CC says, go Players. Tournament has been fantastic so far. Well, thank you, Gil from CC. Appreciate that. That gets us up to $1,100. And our next goal is $2,000 so we can pay the top 4. So that gets us a chunk of the way there. So thank you, Gil. Appreciate that. Tetris for DMJ 143, 164 from Doug. Watermelon Cowboy says, the problem is how many parents just let their kids run wild. Well, yeah, I think that's true. You know, and then, you know, blithely just like, oh, what? What? You know. All right, DMJ is set up for a Vitz, gets a long bar, and tucks it in. And a Tetris, 236. DMJ, more Vitzing, just lots of Vitzes for DMJ. And the adjust for Dog to make room for the J piece. And get Tetris ready in like 2 pieces. Amazing. 278 for Dog, 239 for DMJ. Tetris Dog, 349, 331 for DMJ. So Dog can wrap up his spot in the top 16 if he takes this one. And DMJ has got to find a win in this game number 4 to keep his spot alive, his dreams, his Mega Masters dreams alive. Tetris for Dog, 488, 474 for DMJ. DMJ, I had 7 lines. The other thing about Costco, I wish it had like traffic signals and lane markings. You know, like a double yellow line or, you know, kind of merge signs. That would be amazing. But it's nuts. Like people just wander in any direction, whatever whim they have. Oh, I want to go that way. Let me just cut across, you know, this whole thing. That is what I wish they had. 567 for DMJ, 568 for Doug. You know, like a walk signal. I wish they had that. All right, DMJ into 19 at 621. Dog is in at 617. It's a very, very close game right now. Tetris for Dog, 669, little delayed burn there. Couple of bars here for Dog. He gets another Tetris, 722. And a couple of bars here for DMJ. Here they come for Dog as well. I got to make sure I don't spoil bars when there's like two at a time. You want to mention it, but you can't spoil it. But they're close enough where no spoilers, I don't think. 783 for Dog, 785 for DMJ. All you rookie commentators, you gotta be careful of that. So if your players are like way separated in the piece sequence, you can't spoil droughts. You gotta tread lightly. Tetris for Dog, 876, 875 for DMJ. Tetris DMJ 941. We've been good. This has been a good stream. Cole's over. Cole, were you switching back and forth to YouTube and Twitch? Okay, 978 DMJ 933 Dog. Yeah, if you're in, you don't want to shout out the immediate end of a drought if like 42 piece drought if both players haven't experienced the end of the drought. Tetris DMJ A81 Dog at A02. Tetris for Dog. Well, I think people do that just like impulsiveness. They're excited, you know. But all right, DMJ, kind of tricky business here for him. And oh no, DMJ, this is gonna be tough. Let's see what DMJ. Oh, there's a triple. And Dog fighting is down too, but DMJ's going up. Dog's going down. Top out for DMJ at B84. Chase down target. Dog. B85 would clinch it. So it's almost, yeah, this is about a Tetris or so. B85, that is the target. Dog's got a lot of time. Doesn't need to go right into Tetris mode. He can just pick and choose his spots and just kind of while away at it one line at a time. Excited. No, I think people get excited. Commentators get excited about the end of the droughts and how big the drought is. And that causes them to just impulsively yell out the end of the drought. Meanwhile, the other player's still experiencing it. And yell out the number of it too. So you got to be careful. That's what I'm saying. All right, and there we go. So Dog is good. And that means Dog will be moving on to the round of 16. DMJ put up a big fight. Good performance from DMJ. So we hope we see DMJ in future events. Dog, you got to stick around. because you will be playing the winner of the next match. We'll go ahead and report that. We'll get that set up. This is Pink, 3-1 dog. Good match. Good match. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up our next one. That's going to be in the poo bracket, right? And the poo bracket, yeah, there it is. Okay, I know which one it is. So it's this. I think it should be this. Yeah, Cobra. And that. All right, let me just get those URLs updated. This is where it gets a little cinematic. The cinema is building. Really, however, this top 16, however it went, even before, Dog wins here, it's cinematic. All right, so this is Cobra, right? Cobra 6731, and this is the other individual. All right, Cobra facing. We'll get Cobra all lined up. See how that stencil is. We'll have to do. I think Cobra's been working on stencil. This is better than normal. We'll give him an A-. Well, let me look. Maybe we'll have to look. All right, there's that. There's Cobra. Here, let me reset the transform on this one. Ready? Reset. Yeah, we'll between an A and an A-, not too bad. It's certainly Cobra's best stencil. I mean, really. Just need a little bit to the left here. And I need to stretch it out. Here we go. Oh, look at that. All right. See, good planning for Iball not to have to take off his shirt this time. So he's got the tank top or whatever you call that thing. Last time he got so hot he had to take his shirt off. Guafi, it's very difficult. It's so hard to be on Stencil. You're expecting people to like have good visual acuity and pattern recognition in a Tetris game? What? That's crazy. All right. Yeah, just give me a minute away, guys. I'll be right back. I'm just going to take care of something in the apartment. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. It is time. We're going to go ahead and give you some pieces. Hey. So just a reminder of where we are at while the players finish their warm-ups. They do have the pieces AEE 9A4, but just to orient you a little bit where we are at. The rightmost column is the top 32. Cobra and Iball. These two will face off and play Dog, who defeated just now DMJ. Man, just to get a look at our overall top 16 situation. Down right in the bottom, the pink and the bubblegum and chocolates. Bottom right-hand corner. And all of this is to try to get into the top 8. And that is your top 8. We've already got 3 of them determined. We're going to do one more. We'll be halfway there. Also, a reminder that we are looking to build a prize pool, and we've got goals. We're trying to, beat, 2024, 2025, trying to beat those years. I'll take either one. So, we've got incentives along the way. We can unlock Tetris Deathmatch. We can bring that back as a monthly event. We can bring back Tap Masters for 2026. We can bring back a monthly Monday night chase down. So we got things that we can do all along the way while we build the prize pool and pay more and more players. So please do consider contributing to that prize pool. There's nobody else here gonna do it. There's no sponsors. There's no anybody. It just all comes down to you guys and just how big you want this thing to be. And, we'll continue to do these events so long as they're supported. So please do consider supporting the event. All right, let's go back to our game screen. And players, the pieces are in the chat. What is Monday Night Chasedown exactly? Monday Night Chasedown is it's kind of a group effort, right? Everybody, we get a bunch of people on screen. They all try to get their PB. They try to improve. Maybe some people trying to get their first 500 or their first max out or their first rollover, that kind of thing. And we bring them all on the screen and we celebrate. And we also rip into them a little bit. It's a little bit of a roast too. And it's a good energy and it's fun and it's good. Often duplicated, never... What? I don't know. Whatever. It's an influential format. All right, let's go ahead and both seed checks are not coming up. Oh wait, there they are. I see. By it's a PBTV ripoff. True, never equal. There you go. That's words. Okay, IE 9A4. Both players are here. It is the top 32. It's Cobra. It's Iball. It's the USA and it is Canada. And we are about to start. It's a best of 5. The winner goes to the top 16 to face Dog. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left side of your screen right now, it is Cobra, who is seed number 11. All the top 16 seeds get an automatic pass into the top 32. And then all the other 32 players kind of scuffle to see who will play them. So this is Cobra's first match in Mega Masters 2026. He's from the USA. He's got a PB of 5.28 million, according to wherever I looked it up. And he is the 10th ranked Tetris player in the world, according to a panel of experts over at prizepools.com. Premier with an E at the end. Use the PP command to bring up the full rankings. You've seen Cobra most recently at the Toronto Regional, where he was in the top 8 of that one. He is a winner of the Boston Regional back in 2025. He's also the winner of the Challengers Circuit He won that the last time that we held that event. That was November of 2024, which is crazy. He's a former finalist in our monthly Masters event. That was in January of 2026. That took place during Scooty's back-to-back run of 6 wins in a row. You've also seen him at our Lone Star Championship back in 2024. He's played in a bunch of our Stupid Tetris monthly events, including Crunch Mode, No Bars, No Next Box, No Rotation, and other regionals like the Space City Houston Regional and Stillwater, Oklahoma. Third appearance in Mega Masters for Cobra. He was in the top 16 last year, so looking to equal this. A win here would do that. And he also played 2 years in CTWC's Gold Bracket Championship and made it in top 8 last year. That is Cobra on the left side. On the right side, it is Iball, seed number 22 from Canada. 202 here for Cobra. There's a Tetris 225. 201 for Iball. You've seen Iball most recently also at the Toronto Regional, where he was a top 4 finisher. Iball is making his 4th Mega Masters appearance. Best finish so far was top 16 back in 2024. He is seed number 22 from Canada with a PB of 4.75 million and the 7th ranked Tetris player in the world. The entire world. Crazy. Iball defeated Doodle in round 2 to get to this round 3 top 32 matchup. You've seen Iball recently also at the Washington Regional, where he took 2nd place behind Alex T. And yeah, 3rd Mega Masters appearance. He's also been in CTWC's Gold Bracket Championship 2 different years. Last year, he was in the top 4. So we had quite the 3 different years. Sorry, last year he was in the top 4. He had quite a run in CTWC 2025, and you've also seen him at regionals CTWC Canada in 2024. I was there. It's the main commentator at event. Also played in our Tap Masters event last year. And he's a winner of a Challengers and a Future Circuit back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like 3 years ago. 390 for Cobra, 465 for Iball. There's a Tetris for Iball. Pumpy Heart says, my favorite bracket, the Tawny bracket. Yeah, I couldn't get rid of the Tawny bracket. The Mega Masters colors changed this year. I wanted to keep the normal 8 colors that we have for the monthly and then just intersperse, other colors in between. And I took the opportunity to refresh some of them. Some of them got retired, but we couldn't get rid of Tawny. I thought about it and I'm like, this is my one fitting tribute to Pumpy Heart. I kid. It was unfitting. No, it was a tribute to Pumpy Heart, though. Had to keep it in. 515 for Cobra, 591 for Iball. I just, imagine the look on Pumpy's face if I got rid of Tawny. That was his baby. His little Tawny baby. Level 20 for Iball. After the past week plus the Taco Bell I just ate. Indeed. Yeah, I think it's a good color. It's a good color. 604 for Cobra, 652 for Iball. So we're into level 21. The speed increased by 50% once we hit level 19. And the value of line clears started going up as well. Here on 22, they are worth 27,600. If my math is working, which I think it is. 665 for Cobra. It's like I recalculate it every time. I should just throw it in my Anki deck and just get it in there. You know, I probably should make a CTM flashcard deck, and just so I don't have to like look all this stuff up and be like, oh yep, I know every month that everybody won. I should do that. I'm gonna do that. 801 for Iball, 728 for Cobra. Iball going to miss the T-spin, and that leads to kind of a series of unfortunate events over on his side. $869 for Cobra, $857 for Iball. All right, I love that long bar in the middle of that kind of T gap on the top of the board. For some reason, I always avoided doing that for years and years. Then I started doing it, and like, oh, this actually works really well. I don't know why I avoided doing that. And I've seen other players, players start to do it as well, so I don't know. More than I used to anyway. A53 for Cobra, A09 for Iball. The A means 1,000,000 points. Iball's left side needs some attention. That is a hang-a-rang for Iball of that long bar, and he is going to top out at A13. That means Cobra is good in game number 1. Cobra should be renamed to Bobra. Why Bobra? I don't get that. Bobra. Why do you say that? That's not a scary, venomous snake. Wait, is a cobra venomous? Cobra's venomous. Of course it is. Guys, if you're calling snakes, what's the flag behind Iball? That is a Poland flag. Oh, wait, you mean like behind him on the right side? Like behind him in his room, or behind him on his graphic? All right, pieces are here. All numbers. Thank you, Java T, for the pin. 374462. By the way, any primers out there? Any Amazon Prime members? Consider supporting the channel basically for like free. If you've already got the subscription, it's free. Just you can subscribe to this Twitch channel using your Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming subscription. Strogs YT with the 1789 contribution prize pool, like a French Revolution The French Revolution contribution. I believe in Iball. Thank you for that. That gets us up to 111789. All right, looks like both players are ready. Seeds, yes, good. Let's go. Game 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We need more like historical date contributions, like 1776 and 1066 and I don't know, whatever historical dates you like, I guess. Most of you guys like 0 is your favorite year. Javan T says, we'll donate to prize pool if double 1.7 in this game. If like this match, you mean, or this game? If you're, of course, if your favorite date is like -376. Pumpy Heart says, I'll contribute -4 AD for Christmas. All right, we'll cut you a check. This game, but also this match. All right, well, if we get double 1.7s, Javan T has made a pledge to contribute to the prize pool. I'm always rooting for that anyway. Will donate to prize pool if double 1.7 less than 300K. I don't. Oh, if less than 300K. So you mean if both players top out before 300,000? I don't know if we want to incentivize that, but who even knows? Depends on how much. Like if it were, you know, if it were like the whole way, I think they might do it. But it's like, oh yeah, here's your $1. Oh, thanks. 188 for Cobra, 168 for Iball. Yeah, I guess we need to do the Pumpy Heart thing and do a bingo card. I got enough balls in the air anyway. Oh. Goodness gracious. That was my phone went off. There's an emergency alert. That wouldn't have made your bingo card? Yeah, we need some sort of... Oh, we needed an alarm. Yeah, there is a shelter in place inside these 4 major roadways. South Slaughter... So basically South Austin, Southeast Austin, there's a shelter in place. There must be some sort of active incident. Well, I'm nowhere near there. Not to dox myself, but I am not Southeast Austin. Oh, well. So, Tuash there. Toash, or however you say it. I still want to say Touche, but will not be contributing. Yeah, it looks like some sort of active human-caused incident, let us say. Yeah, but like an alarm going off should always be on the bingo card. Now, Pumpy, you need to like distribute. Now, the point of like bingo is like people have. So you see, Pumpy Heart runs something called the 1-day tournament, 1D. And they do a little thing called, you know, they follow things that happen, like, you know, players CRT explodes or a celebrity enters the chat. And they kind of have a bingo card that they keep along, you know, for, you know, for these events happening, they follow along on the stream and it's very entertaining. But they need to maybe give different people different bingo cards. That's the whole point of bingo. It's not like everybody in the room wins bingo. Like only one person can win bingo. So I think somehow you need to give out different bingo cards to maybe different people on the broadcast team. There are unique cards in the Discord server. Oh, there are? Oh, I didn't know you were doing that. Def Gamer says, too broke to actually donate, even though I want to. Same. All I can do to contribute is to run the tournament. That's my contribution this year. So no worries, Def Gamer. We're glad you're here. There's a very special prize if a winner gets a bingo. Is it a one-on-one? Is it into only pumpies? $636 for Cobra into 19. Iball gets a triple here into 19. Pretty high on the board. Tetris for Iball, 592. Crazy that these guys have to meet in the top 32. I mean, all the top 32 matchups are insane. Although some of them are more insane than others, that's for sure. So we are into level 20 now. Cobra up about 50,000. A couple lines apart. Oh, adjustment for Iball. That long bar into column 9 to make room for the piece. I mean, how you see that and react so quickly. Crazy. So I did not realize, Pumpy, that you had every viewer had their own custom bingo card. Well, that pleases me. $835 for Iball, $835 for Cobra. Wait, you don't have big sponsors? Oh my God. $897 for Cobra, $929 for Iball. So Iball now in the lead. Things have turned a little bit. Iball in the lead by about 50,000. Oh my God. Why is my phone ringing? What is happening? Now I'm getting phone calls. It says scam likely, but I think it's actually the city of Austin. Sponsors are calling. Dude, I saw Bum Energy Drink at Costco today. I'm like, oh my God, I want them for a sponsor. I gotta contact them. $874 for Iball, $973 for Cobra. So Cobra kind of treading water. The last couple of levels here, Iball's gotten out to, almost 100,000 point lead. Now, Iball is a little bit ahead in lines, but it is a real lead for him. Tetris for Cobra, A42, A98 for Iball. Oh my God, would you I mean, that is a top out for Cobra at A63, and Iball is good in game number 2. Like, City of Austin, leave my phone alone. Okay, players. I am totally safe. Don't worry. It's nowhere near me. Totally different part of town. All right, new pieces. AA23C7. AA23C7. You just turn off the emergency alerts? City of Austin also causing Vandy to miss my dig into 29, but a win is a win. That's true. I missed it. So, thanks, Austin. Anyway, pieces are here. AA23C7. Hey, everybody. It's your old pal, Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. You think City of Austin wants to sponsor? Oh my God. I feel very conflicted. I mean, that's a waste of taxpayer funds, but on the other hand, they're going to me. That's okay. Uh-oh. Cobra, it's a top 32.
You just got C-checked, bro.
All right. Let's go. Game number 3, Cobra versus Iball. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We're gonna take a commercial break after this game. So if players, you need to do whatever you got to do, check on something in the apartment or see what's happening in the hallway, you can do that. Mega Masters is our, big fundraising month too. It's always been the month that we get the most support, so we got to make sure we make this month pay. So that means, yeah, I'm running ads, guys. That's it. I am running ads. $51,000 for Cobra, $69,000 for Iball. Hey Vandy, says Zook, what are the methods by which someone could hypothetically avoid seeing the ads? Well, if you're over on Twitch, you could subscribe to the channel. You could use an ad blocker. Oh wait, no, you could you could get Twitch Turbo. I think Twitch Turbo, does that do something too? I think Twitch Turbo might do it as well. But I think that helps us actually. Even if you have Twitch Turbo and you watch us, I think that helps. I think we get a little bit of boost from that. You can also, if you're an Amazon Prime member, subscribe to the channel. Using that is nothing over and above your Prime subscription. You get one of those a month to use on Twitch. And if you're on YouTube, you can be a YouTube member as well. Turbo definitely pays more than watching the ad per person. Oh, that's good. I am a Twitch Turbo member. I have to be because I can't ever see an ad if I'm bringing these people into OBS. You don't want to, that would be totally unprofessional to run a Tetris stream and have ads show up Players captures. Iball with that thing with the L and the J overhang. Or enforce alts. Yeah, I don't know if I want to enforce alts. I have a way around it. That's fine. And some people might want to stream while they're, you know, while they're playing. I like on their main channel. I don't know. Hook up your Prime account to your alt, then subscribe to yourself. Oh my God. Seriously, my phone is being really annoying today. I swear I turned off these headphone alerts. It's like, hey, your volume has been too loud. Meanwhile, yeah, I'm streaming into my mixer, not into my headphones, dummy. 366 for Cobra, 443 for Iball. Long bar down Iball. There's one down Cobra. Yeah, I gotta. Those volume alerts are just super dumb. It's like my phone is a helicopter parent. It's like. All right, I'm turning off all the safety alerts now. 627 here for Iball through 119. So this is a good pace. And he's trying to go no burns. But he took the few that he could take. 652 for him. And yeah, he was trying to go for like just super, super pace. Ended up creating a couple of burns here. And he's into 19 at 659. Cobra's in at 622. Iball 684 now. Do we get tornadoes in Austin? Yeah, not really. It's in the outskirts and areas they can happen, but they don't really happen too much. I've never heard of one. So Iball there kind of had to made an adjustment, didn't quite work out, but he's all right. He's still moving. Tetris for Iball 790, 705 for Cobra. Anyway, Zook, thanks for your tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. So Cobra kind of keep this dirty Tetris open for a bar if it ever comes, and it's just not coming at the right time, and just can't seem to get it when he needs it. There we go. Dirty Tetris Cobra 777. And there's one regular non-dirty Tetris Iball 914. 135,000 point lead Iball. Tetris is on 24 worth 30,000. What's up, Nifsky? A70 for Iball, 830 for Cobra, 240,000 point lead for Iball. Iball's got that 1.1 on 26. What is going on my computer right now? I had the score of the Red Sox game, like the box score of the Red Sox game, open, and all of a sudden it just started playing a video. Like, it's been open for 2.5 hours. And it just randomly started playing a video. What is happening? And that is going to be a top out for Cobra at 916. Iball into 29 with a 1.2. All my devices are against me right now. So I am going to run an ad after we see... after Iball's game ends. So if you do want to take a moment, players, you can take the moment. But that'll be 2-1 for Iball. All right. So we're going to run an ad real quick. We'll be right back. 60 seconds. Just 60 seconds. That's it. And I will remind you, because that's part of my job, is to be here and fundraise, try to build up this prize pool for the players. I will remind you that we are at 1122.89 in the prize pool. Thank you to Leandor for the $5 contribution. Thanks to Strogs, Gil from CC, Ogre, Summer B, Sergey. You've all contributed this stream, so really appreciate that. We're up to 1122.89. There's our kind of bunch of goals. I could add some more goals if there's anything you guys want as an incentive. Let me know what it is. Maybe I'll find a way to add it to this whole menu. But we're working on our $2,000 goal that will allow us to pay the top 4. And we would like to be able to do that. So we're working on that $2,000 goal so we can pay top 4. First place gets $1,000 in that case. So there you go. And along the way, we can relaunch Tetris Deathmatch, relaunch Tap Masters, relaunch Monday Night Chasedown. Those are all things that we can do. And use that Match Arena command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube to bring up the link to do it. And thanks again to everybody who's contributed so far. It is not unsportsmanlike activity. Well, you are a true sportsman, so I would not expect you to do anything like that. A true sportsman. Iball, don't make me C-check you. Don't make me do that. Okay, there you go. You were on it. All right, you did it. Yeah, all my devices hate me right now. I don't know why. Devices hate him. Okay, let's, yeah, there we go. Both players are ready. It's game number 4. Iball is up 2-1. Cobra needs to win this one and force a deciding game number 5. So, but it's, yeah, game 4. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It's insane that both of these players cannot make it into the round of 16. That's just the way things line up. If you go over and look at our bracket, use that bracket command. All these top 32 matches are just crazy. They could all be top 8. They could all be like semifinals. It's pretty nuts. Thanks, Zook. Tetris Iball 91,000. There's one for Cobra 91,000. Michael Keaton with the Prime sub. Thank you, Michael Keaton. 28 months. It's Batman. I mean, low key, Michael Keaton, a great Batman. $126 for Cobra. That L piece or J piece, what was it? L piece, whatever it was. Didn't get all the way to the left, so Cobra will have to fix that, but he does. A couple of long bars down for Tetris's, and a couple of burns to clean this up. 177 Cobra, 232 for Iball. Is the STM qualifier AO2 or AO3? It's AO3, Zoltan. All right, Iball using his noodle. Cousin Avi, Beetlejuice, right? Oh no, Batman. That's Batman. That's not Beetlejuice. I made you, you made me. Here, have a glass of it. Why did I think that was Beetlejuice? Why am I picturing that? Wait, that is Beetlejuice, right? Oh, did I say Beetlejuice 3 times? Oh, God, no. Sharky. What am I going to do? 357 for Cobra, 391 for Iball. The Vits for Cobra, the long bar in for the Tetris, 405. Mr. Brain says, I love the part of Beetlejuice where he says, show me the money. I don't think that was Beetlejuice. that was something different. 532 for Iball, 496. Cobra is sitting out of its here again and waiting on the bar. There's the bar and the Vits filled in. And the Tetris Cobra 523. And each player now one Tetris away from 19. Gets it. 541 entry for Cobra, something like that. 540 something. And a 602 here for Iball. It is an insane top 32 match. 3s, 2s, I agree. $653 Iball, 622 Cobra. Cobra gets it. Have we kind of gone past the era of people quoting movies like as their entire personality? Like that was like a big thing in the 90s and early 2000s. Like that was just the whole that was who they were. Your wife. I guess we're not. Party on, Wayne. Yeah, just, all those late 90s movies, But I think, that was sort of the last period where everybody watched the same movies and TV shows pretty much. Or a lot of people did. Like regular people. Now everything's so, fractured. Subcultures and stuff like that. So people don't get the same references. $801 for Cobra, $754 for Iball. Now it's all memes. Yeah, now we have memes to replace all that. Yeah, there's too much Tetris to watch films. Exactly. 925 for Cobra, so he is ahead a little bit here by 16,000 points. Same line count. Is it now 3 weeks till CTWC? Something like that. We should have time, Doug. We should have time. So if we can get in a decent time here, we'll discuss it after the conclusion of this match. So False Minute said this is a top 16, even top 8 worthy match, even a top 4 match for real. B11 entry for Cobra into 29. Tetris B48. There's a Tetris Iball, B31. What is the expected end date? May 30th. That's what we're aiming for. It might not be able to come to pass, though. But that is what we are aiming for. All right. Cobra trying to keep that right side open, doing everything he can to do that. The long bar gets down for Cobra. C69, C41 for Iball. He gets a Tetris C81. So Cobra, Iball quickly right back into the lead. Cobra back into the lead. So trading that lead, and Iball going to top out 3, and Cobra is good. And we are headed to a deciding game number 5. Yeah, False Minute. It might not 100% be possible. But we're going to try to do as much as we can on that day. There's a couple of things I didn't quite take into account when I set up that time. All right, so Cobra going to mullen it out a little bit, and F22 to 39. There we go. All right, players, do you need a minute, or are you good? So I can just pump a seed right in there. Why do you have so much stream delay? I don't know. Iball was saying it. Cobra is saying it. Is it stream delay like you have it, or I have it? I mean, I can. Were you watching Iball stream or our stream? Like, you should always try to watch the opponent's stream directly if you can, and then keep the chat open here. Which is a pain in the Badoot, but wait, Pumpy, you were septic? What happened? Really? Were you? Oh, I didn't realize you were laid up. Are you okay? Jeez. I had no idea. I'm so sorry. God, that's awful. I didn't know that. Well, I'm glad you're well enough to chat. Jeez. Okay, well, this is gonna be game 5. It is D-side time. Yeah, I had no idea. Cobra versus Iball. The winner goes to the top 16. Let's find out who it is gonna be. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, I had no idea that you were hospitalized 4 days. That's crazy. Well, the Pumpy Memorial Tournament continues here. Pour one out for Pumpy. Rip in pieces. Well, this is it. Cobra versus Iball. This one single solitary game determines who goes to the top 16 to face dog playing Tetris Ripperonis. The winner of this match, I believe, faces. So the winner of this match, of course, faces Dog. The winner of that match, if I'm reading this correctly, that's always suspect. Yeah, will play Alex T in the top 8. It just never gets easier. $143 for Cobra, $189 for Iball. Yes, the winner of this section versus Alex T just to get to the semis. 211 for Cobra. He's using those flat long bar burns. Oh, passed on one there, but he built out that left side. Who's on the right? Some new gen guy? He's a new gen guy. What's up, Gerald? 284 for Iball, 247 for Cobra. Always a joy to see Gerald. Joy just follows Gerald around wherever he goes. All right, Cobra is clean. Iball with a gap or a hole in the board. So this should allow Cobra to cut into this lead a little bit. Although Iball maybe going to build on top of it because, yeah, he's got like, I don't know, 7 or 8 rows on top of that hole. So probably going to go for some dirties. That's a triple. 321 for Cobra, 34 for Iball. All right, so Iball is now sort of dug out. He's working a row off the bottom. Long bar down. Tetris for Iball, 371. And bang, Tetris for Iball. I'm saying like maybe like one bang a month. I feel like that's kind of over now, you know, saying a little kind of expletive kind of thing like bang Tetris for I don't think people do that anymore. But it was like a compulsion that people had early days, you know, people had, you couldn't not say like a little thing. So like when you like your new commentary, you say boom Tetris for this, boom Tetris for this. It's like a little, almost like a verbal tick. Like people had to do it, and if you didn't do it, like some of you folks, you know, very very new. If you didn't do that, people would say like, why aren't they saying boom Tetris? Why aren't they saying that? I miss it when they said boom Tetris. Like. Like yeah, like if people got angry if you didn't do that. Like I'm not kidding, they would get frustrated with you. Why isn't he saying boom? I don't like this. They're not saying boom. It was a weird time. It was a weird time, and you know we all had our little spin on it. I resisted the boom Tetris and started saying bang Tetris. But you know, there's it's you got to pull it out for special occasions, you know, like the good China. Yeah, like okay, boomer. Wait, Sharky says I got the why isn't he saying boom Tetris since day one? Yeah, for real. 615 for Cobra, 693 for Iball. Why was everyone so resistant to saying boom in the first place? What do you mean resistant to saying it? Like, it was like the opposite. It was like you had to say it or people didn't like it. I was resistant because it's like, it's not, you know, I would say it when I was on CTWC's channel because that's like their little brand. All right, Cobra here in a bit of a problem. See, yeah, this can be resolved. It's still 19. It's still low, but it's still something to be dealt with. And Cobra is taking care of this. He's opened up the right. Long bar in Tetris for Cobra. So he is fine. 737 for him. 842 for Iball. Yeah, Alfalfa Field, can we get a channel point reward for the no more why aren't they saying boom Tetris voice? I know, I do make people sound. But yeah, like, yeah, it was just natural to say, like, oh, of course, that Tetris is the game where you say boom when they get a Tetris. That's what it is. $817 Cobra, $945 Iball. But for me, it was always like Chris Tang's thing. So when people would like imitate it, it was like, well, can't you let him have his thing? Like you wouldn't say, holy cow, you know, like if you were, who was that? I don't know. Was that Harry? Who was that? Whoever that announcer was, Harry Carey or whoever. What about Bangarang? Yeah, that's good. I like Bangarang. I mean, for me, bang was just a way to make fun of it, but then I started to like it. $934 for Cobra, A63 for Iball. Okay, Iball into 29, a little bit awkwardly here, kind of high, but able to bring this down. You got 5 rows of garbage over the right side, so just trying to get all that out of there. And Cobra is in at A43, so he's back by 80,000 points and about 10 to 14 lines, something like that. That's all going to come down to these in the next minute or two. What happens here? Long bar over Tetris Iball, B71. Cobra still trying to dig down. Tetris for Iball, C53. A77 for Cobra. Both players low and alive, but right now Iball up about 100 and, well, this is over 200,000 points now, but Iball is ahead 14 lines. Long bar in Tetris Iball, B92. So yeah, this is about a 240,000 point lead for Iball. Again, he is ahead in lines. Now, Iball with just about 34 lines to go. Yeah, 30 lines to go until 39. So Cobra's got to find a way to make up the difference here. And Iball, what he needs to do is just to keep playing and scoring. And just try to keep this out of reach. But Cobra really, I think, just needs to go ham here. Or I don't know, or just kind of hope something happens and hope he can make it up. But it's eventually you just run out of time. And, oh, Iball gonna... Yeah, this is a top up for Iball at E69. So this is, let's see, it's a 1.2 to 1.4. So it's a 250,000 point chase down. Tetrises here are worth, the high side of 45,000. So all Cobra can really do is just try to go super efficient, I guess. And yeah, he's doing what he had to do. Like there was nothing he could do. There was nothing he can do. He just got droughted toward the end. And when you got to make up that amount toward the end, I mean, it's really just like, all you can do is like what the bars do give you. That is it. That is all that you can do. My word. And that is going to be Iball, who will move on to the round of 16. Iball coming up out of seed number 22 and taking this one in a decider, 3 games to 2. Guaf, you gotta chill out with that language, man. Like, what are you trying to prove there, man? You don't need to do that in here. No offense. Like, we got a mixed group of people here, just kind of chill out with that. Okay, well, I now. Oh wait, Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, I saw your name next to it. Guafi, you did nothing. Well, you did it earlier. That's why I thought. I just saw your name in that word again. I'm in a different chat thing, so I'm in a different chat thing. So my apologies. My apologies. All right, you get one. You get one. Everybody gets one. And then Vandy said something. So my apologies. But anyway, yeah, Iball going to move on to the round of 16. And now we have a problem. I think there is an issue that Dog was saying that potentially he was not going to be able to continue because I think his controller's got a problem. So, and I just said, let his. So, is this something that, yeah, this is something if we're able to kind of reschedule that and find a way to do that. Yeah, I mean, if the guy has a controller that doesn't work, we have time. So let's try and find a way to do that. And guys, it would be very helpful if we could tack this onto an existing stream, just because it's easier to get momentum for things like, you know, prize pool and building up prize pool. So if we can tack it onto the existing stream, that would be the best. The existing stream tomorrow is at 2 p.m. Central US time. Right? That is when the stream is. So if you could do it before or after that. Let's do it tomorrow. Can you guys do like afternoon? Wait, why is your schedule cooked? Okay. You're free whenever. Dog, you have a job. You're free whenever I have a job. I don't, those two things seem contradictory. Oh, you have it. Oh, I see. You have a job. That's why you're. Yeah, I get it. Okay. So let's get you back. Let's get you back in the scheduling channel, like ASAP, and then we'll see if we can tag you on to Meme, Violet, and Dan V. Okay. That's like afternoon here in Central Time. That would be perfect. Okay. Well, yeah, we can't let people, you know, if people don't have a controller, I mean, this happens to everybody. Oh, you got bruised. Where'd you get a bruise, dude? Why do you have a big bruise? What are you doing? Are you in a gang? Are you out committing crimes? Why do you have a big bruise? Oh, I thought you had a bruise like on your ribs on like your left side. No, like on your, like you when you pulled up your shirt there. I thought there was like a bruise or something, but maybe it's just a shadow. Anyway, all right. That was called an ab. Yeah, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Well, no, I had him in college. Wait, you fell through a table? Wait, seriously? Was I right? You did have a bruise? Oh. All right. We don't, all right. This is not only eyeballs. All right. Well, let us end this fun. Sorry, guys, we did not get the full schedule that we really wanted to today, but we did get in 3 matches of the 7 that we had scheduled. We got 3 of them, so that's good. So, all right. So tomorrow we're going to do Meme versus Violet, winner versus Dan V. We're going to try to get that Eyeball versus Dog match in there sometime. And that will determine 2 of our top 8ers. So tomorrow should be a good day of Tetris. Make sure to join us. Thank you to everybody who contributed to the channel. we will let this zip around. Yeah, 3 out of 7 is a good 3-point percentage. New followers, Shimobit and Elemental. Twitch subs from Elemental, Pumpy Heart, Cold Bucket, Fizzy Cola Bottles, Zook, Michael Keaton, Little Cutie Hana. Elemental with the bits, 262 of those. And the raids from old friend Beta Strep. So thank you, Beta Strep, for the raid. And thank you, everybody else, for all your contributions to the channel. Appreciate that. Patrons, thank you. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, Kanan Tech, Madelsberger, and Doug, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Den, Kim M, Cat Kit, Java T, Jason, Sunny, Mila. Thank you for your support. Prize pool is at something or other. What is it? Where's my prize? There's my prize ladder. There it is. We're at 1122.89. Thank you to those of you who contributed to the prize pool today, including Sergey, Summer B, Ogre, Gil from CC, Strogs, and Leandor. Appreciate all your contributions. We are still working on our $2,000 incentive, and we would love to get there. So please consider contributing. Find the link in the description of the YouTube thing, or use the match arena right now before we leave. We will see y'all tomorrow at some point. So keep your schedule open and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I should give you the update of where we are at. Where are we at? Where are we at? I don't know. Top 16. I guess we have determined that Neko will play Blue Scooty. We have determined that Iball will play Dog. And that is what we have determined. that is what has been accomplished today. So that is good. Top 8 status. What is the top 8 status? Yeah, there it is. So tomorrow it'll either be this, let's see. Oh. It'll either be this guy there or this guy there. We don't know who it'll be. It'll be one of those two. A little preview. Don't know who it's going to be. Could be both. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful day. YouTube, Drip Sanji, Yeethead, Jazzy Josh, Mr. Brain, Salty Sea Man, Zoltan, Optimum Pride, the whole crew. Thanks for hanging out. Titan, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, Twitch. It's just you and me.